Everyone keeps saying Gen X is getting pushed out. And yes, ageism is real, rehiring is harder, and AI is changing the labor market fast. But the hidden story is this: the same experience that gets ignored in hiring may become the exact same thing business need next. Most people think AI rewards the youngest, fastest, cheapest workers. That's true in some roles, but when jobs get reshaped by AIs, companies don't just need speed, they need judgment, context, critical thinking, and someone who can tell when the machine is wrong. That is where Gen X has an edge. Gen X came up in both worlds, right? They know the analog world and the digital world. They've seen systems before automation, during digitization, and now during the rise of AI. That makes them translators in a market that suddenly needs people who understand both the old way and the new way. Here's the first secret: AI does not just reward technical skill, it rewards decision quality. A lot of younger workers are fast with tools. Yes, that's true. But speed is not the same thing as discernment. Businesses still need people who can see around corners, manage consequences, and connect patterns across years, not just prompts across minutes. That's the first secret. AI increases the value of judgment because output is now easy to generate and much harder to evaluate. When everybody can create faster, the person who can assess quality becomes more valuable, not less. As outlined in Alex Hormozzi's playbook, value rises when the likelihood of a good outcome rises and the time and effort to get there drops. AI lowers that time and effort. Human judgment rises likelihood. Put them together and you have a strong value equation than either one of them alone. That means Gen X should stop selling experience as tenure and start selling it as risk reduction. And that leads me to secret number two. The market is not only replacing workers, it's redesigning roles. Look, BCG reported that over the next 2 to 3 years, roughly half of US jobs will be reshaped by AI rather than simply eliminated. That means the real opportunity is not waiting for the old job description to come back. It is stepping into the new version of the new role faster than everyone else. This is where most people get stuck. They use AI like a gadget. They ask it random questions, test prompts a few times, and they just stop there. But the winners treat AI like infrastructure, a second brain, a workflow layer, thinking partner, and in some cases, an agentic operator that handles repeatable tasks 24/7. The goal is not to prove you can still do the old job manually. The goal is to prove you can produce a better outcome in a new environment. This is a completely different positioning game. This is a money models move. Instead of competing as labor, you build a value ladder around outcomes: advisory, fractional leadership, workflow design, AI implementation, training, or quality control over AI assisted systems. Third secret: Gen X may be best positioned to become the bridge generation of the AI economy. The Mather Institute 2026 Gen Experience Study, cited by HR Drive, found that Gen X sits between younger and older colleagues in both AI use and workspace experience, making them critical in bridging multi generational AI teams. That matters because companies do not need tool fluency, they also need translators who can connect leadership, operations, and execution. The bridge role is powerful. Gen X often knows how to communicate with executives. They know how to manage teams, they understand customer reality, and they spot operational gaps before they turn into expensive mistakes. AI can amplify that, but it cannot replace the lived pattern recognition underneath it. The future does not only belong to the youngest worker or the most technical worker. It belongs to the person who can combine judgment, communication, and AI leverage into measurable business outcomes. So, what does that mean in practical terms? If you're Gen X, stop leading with, I have 20 years of experience. Start leading with, I help companies reduce friction, improve decision quality, and deploy AI without breaking operations. That is a stronger message, a more modern offer, and a better match for the 2026 market. If you're a founder or a business owner, start assuming AI means cheaper talent is always better talent. Cheap output without oversight create expensive mistakes. In many environments, the highest ROI move is pairing AI with experienced operators who know how to guide it well. That is the AI money map lens. And your lived experience becomes the differentiator that keeps it all grounded in reality. So my take is this. Yes, Gen X is under pressure. Yes, age bias is real. But the deeper opportunity is that AI is shifting the market from pure hustle to high order judgment. And that may be the exact category where Gen X becomes more valuable than people think. The people being underestimated right now may end up becoming the most important operators in the room. For business founders like myself, the writing is on the wall. Information is a commodity now. So consultants, information pushers, coaches, for them, the game is dead. And by the time they realize this and pivot, they'll be again behind the eight ball. The new world is use info to create frameworks and put those frameworks inside of software or apps and service that to your tribe. Meaning, whatever you know, create frameworks, put them inside apps or software, and then use your call to action to get people to those softwares. And that's where you monetize and you explain your perspective through those frameworks that are sitting in that software. And that's how you monetize and you service your community the right way. Here at Automation Secrets, our AI Money Map is incorporating an app that helps Gen X turn their tenure, old job titles, and roles into AI assets and positions so that they can transition into a new world safely and with ease. If you're interested in that, just DM me the word Money Maps and I'll let you know as soon as available. I'll be talking about this software in the next coming weeks. Stay tuned, DM me Money Maps, and tap in.